What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode on the HermitCraft server. Yep, it's been a couple of weeks since my last episode, and there's reasons for that. Yeah. So last episode, we placed in these walls here, placed a whole lot of blackstone. I deleted another bastion, so we had this blackstone so I could place this here. And I had mentioned that I left these gaps along the top of the wall here on purpose for a reason, for a future project. And yeah, so part of the reason why it's been so long since my last episode is because I've been trying to make that future project work. I had it in my mind what I want it to be, and it's just not going to turn out. So unfortunately, I told you guys that we're doing something, and we're going to backpedal on that. But here is a dilemma. Here's the dilemma. I had purposely put the ceiling up this high, which is 3 layers of the pyramid. I put it up that high to make room for this future project, which I had in my mind, but I didn't actually try and build. I thought it was going to work, and now it doesn't. So here's the problem. Now the ceiling's too high. Oh no, this is deepslate, and there's no way to instant mine deepslate, everybody. You guys know this. So yeah, unfortunately, I want to lower the ceiling, but I'm not going to like delete this layer and the top layer. We're just going to delete the top layer. And like this blackstone ring, we're just going to move the top layer down to this level. So we're going to bring, it'll probably be about right here. Anyway, it'll make the ceiling in this room more cozy. The ceiling won't be quite as tall. And I think it'll be better overall. It won't be better for me because I got to spend a lot of time mining all this deepslate once again. But you know, it is something that I am willing to do. I've actually spent some time planning locations of things and how some things are going to be looking in this base, that I haven't just been like not doing anything, even though I haven't been posting videos. So yeah, we're going to lower the ceiling down. I think we are going to change the way this portal looks, and depending if we have time and blocks, we might even enclose our storage area. That's kind of the plans that I have right now. We'll see if we have the blocks and everything like that. Also, you'll notice that we have bees over here. Yep, this is a manual bee farm. I don't think I quite have 3 bees per hive here, but yeah, I wanted something quick and simple so we could start collecting some combs. I can press this button here, which will manually harvest all of them, and then all of the honeycombs should end up in our chest here, which is pretty cool. This is eventually going to be an automated thing, but I was trying to breed some bees, and then I wanted to have a thing where I could at least harvest them without them being angry at me. So just devise this little contraption here. Very simple redstone, just goes along the top of all of these guys on either side. Nothing complicated at all. And of course, shears and a dispenser facing the hive. So it's redstone harvested. And then some hoppers underneath to collect the combs. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, a lot of work to do. I'm going to place a beacon here to hopefully make mining this deepslate a little bit easier. I'm not sure it's actually going to be easier. It should, provided that the blackstone is within range of the beacon. I'm not actually sure it will be. It's kind of far. But I place the beacon in the center here. Anyway, the blackstone is instant mineable as long as it's within range of the beacon. I don't think the deepslate is. It might mine slightly faster, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start tearing down the base and start redoing some things. So I'll catch you guys in a few hours. Whew, guys, that was a lot of work. I mean, yeah, it took a while. It's a big floor. And the thing is, like, when I removed the layer that was up above this layer, right? That's actually smaller than where we replaced it here. So yeah, I actually had to go and mine about another shulker and a half of deep slate to fill in the rest of this. But yeah, I think the ceiling looks much better now. We don't have like the really high ceiling. We got a little bit of a height here, but nothing too crazy. Feels a little bit more cozy. I am liking it. Yeah, I was gonna do like the time lapse showing me replace the blocks, but I figured like after watching back me deleting the blocks, it's just gonna be the same thing in reverse, honestly. So yeah, we just have me deleting the blocks a little bit there. So yeah, I like the way this is looking so much more, but now the next step is we need to put some walls in. Yeah. So I'm thinking it is going to be blackstone, and I'm not quite sure how we are going to do this. I'm going to have to give that a little bit of thought, but I do kind of want to section this area off, kind of have like a storage room area, and we'll have like, I don't know if we have enough blackstone right now. If we have enough, we might section this area off here, and this will be like the B area and maybe some other kind of farms along those lines and so on and so forth. And we'll have a section here and a section here. I don't know what's going to go in all of these sections. These are things that we'll figure out as we move on, but can't really put anything in them until we get them figured out. So yep, that's where we are on that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start looking at how we're going to put these walls in, and then I'll bring you guys back in.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
Hello?
Oh, hi, how are you?
New phone, who dis?
New phone, who dis?
Uh-huh.
Doesn't it say up there who this is? I mean, yours says xBCrafted. I'm just saying, like, what does mine say?
I don't see your name. It says blocked, weirdo. I don't know.
It says blocked?
Yeah.
That's weird. Why does it say blocked?
I don't understand why it wouldn't say blocked. Is what
I see.
You're some weird guy from down south.
It's cold down south, dude. Like here I am in sunny, warm Florida, like minus freezing temperatures. Like what the heck?
It's supposed to get colder too.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It doesn't make sense.
It makes perfect sense. You gotta get rid of the iguana somehow, right?
Yeah, apparently that's a thing in South Florida. Iguanas just falling from the trees when it gets too cold.
Frozen.
Yeah, I haven't seen that before, but I've heard about it.
What's up, dude? What are you doing? What do you have? What's up?
Dude, I've been doing so much building.
Mm-hmm.
I have been doing so much building. I've seen you've been doing a lot of building too. Like I saw you got like a big old snowman and all sorts of things going on over there.
I didn't build no snowman. Cub built that.
Cub built it
like a jerk. Oh yeah, he's a jerk. I don't know if you know, but Cub's a jerk.
Wow, dude. I think Cub's a pretty cool guy. I think
it's pretty much a proven fact that Cub's a jerk. So
I'm just saying, if he gave you that build looks pretty sweet. I think he's a good guy.
You were in on it with him, weren't you?
No, sir. Him. No, sir. Not me. No. I wish I was. I wish I could claim credit, but I wasn't me.
Were you on when Corrales starved to death?
No. Was that today?
Oh yeah.
Or earlier?
Just a little while ago.
No, I wasn't on when he starved to death. What was he doing?
It's pretty great. Yeah, he was like AFK at a skelly farm.
Oh, like auto swinging?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a dirty auto swinger.
So you said you had something in mind.
Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of building, like I was starting to say a little bit earlier. You can see I'm using a lot of blackstone for the walls around the outside of the base. The base is made of blackstone.
Right.
But I'm planning on putting up interior walls made of yet even more blackstone. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going blackstone heavy this build. Here's the thing, like all the blackstone I've collected so far has been for me going into the nether and deleting bastions. I've already deleted 2 and I don't want to delete any more. So I'm looking for some kind of way where we can, or at least I can, collect this without mining.
So you're thinking like a bartering?
Well, yeah, I need to set up a bartering farm so I can collect this stuff.
With attached gold farm, obviously.
Yeah, and then we're gonna need a gold farm on top of that so we can actually feed the trading of the piglins. Is that something you're interested in doing?
Like gold farms? Like gold farms are they're pretty easy. It's the bartering farm that I have not a clue. So we would have to figure that out.
Yeah,
But I mean, I'm down. Like, I'm down.
I don't have a clue on how to do the bartering farm either, but I'm willing to learn. So
I can always use access to more stuff.
Yeah, stuff is always good. I mean, that's also a way to get like gravel, for instance, if we got anybody on the server making concrete. So
don't you get a book from them too? Like, or no?
Yeah, you get the soul speed, I believe. Yep.
Oh right. We could undercut impulse.
Yeah, you don't want to undercut hip. You want to undercut impulse.
Yeah, impulse.
Impulse. All right.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm down. Let's get a plan together, and then
we'll
like I said, I don't have a clue, but
yeah, we'll I'll have my people contact your people, and we'll talk about it.
But what if I am my people?
Oh, that's a good point. I haven't thought about that one. I'll get back to you on it.
Can you find me people to be my people, and then your people can contact them?
What, can we share peeps? Like, if you're can I don't know.
Well, but then who are they going to be more biased toward?
Oh man, this is a toughie. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get back to this one.
How about we just both fire the people we don't have, and then we just talk to each other?
That sounds good.
All right. People I don't have, you're fired.
Yeah, all of you, you're fired.
No, that sounds awesome, dude.
Yeah,
I'm down.
So we'll get some plans together, and we'll look at setting that up at some point soon, hopefully.
Right.
Sooner rather than later.
We're gonna have to. Right. Well, we're also gonna have to gather the stuffs.
Oh yeah.
To build it.
There's a lot of stuff.
I'd imagine a lot of magma block.
Yeah, you need the magma blocks for the gold farm and turtle eggs and this and that. We got some stuff to do.
I have some turtle, but not. I think I have a few, but not a lot.
Yeah, I haven't messed with the turtles at all. So
yeah, I found some turtles and I was like, yoink, eggs, and that was about it.
Hey, yeah. There you go. All right, cool,
sounds
man.
Good. Let me know.
Yeah. We'll talk.
Bye.
All right, guys. So this is kind of what I'm thinking for the walls here for our storage room. We are gonna end up doing them 5 blocks wide. Now I'll explain why. I did originally try this being 1 block wide, along where this is, lining all the way up to where that is as a square corner over here. I put some doors in. I was trying it, and 1 block wide just felt really weird. Like, this is such a massive structure, and you have such a thin wall. It just feels like out of place. So I was like, okay, we'll try thickening it up. And I tried making it 3 blocks wide. And even then, you have like 1 block for the outside wall. Then you have 1 block for the inside wall. And then you only have 1 block of space. Like if you wanted to do anything, like move items or whatever between the inside and the outside portion of the walls. And again, it just felt a little too narrow. So I'm thinking 5 blocks wide. So it gives us a 3 block space interior. And it just makes the walls feel more substantial. I think this is going to work well. Now, putting it the way I did, this layer of block is covering up some of our glowstone lamps. So I ended up putting some stairs here to let light through. It still keeps the randomization blackstone pattern, but yes, and it also allows us to have a little bit of light on the exterior, which is going to be good because it'll be the same thing over here. If we do that same pattern, those stairs will end up being on these lamps, letting light through to the walkway. We are going to have to worry about the inside because these stairs are kind of like a one-way thing. Like we could put a slab here, right? And that would let light through this side and that side, but then we'd be able to see into the wall and that felt weird. Anyway, so I'm probably just going to end up throwing like some torches in here where these lamps are, just to make sure we're not spawning mobs in the walls. That's like the one thing you don't want to have happen. Have monsters in your walls. Yeah, I think this is going to be pretty good. Now, we have a diagonal here. Instead of coming to a square corner, if we did, it would be like bumping right up into here, I think, right? Yeah, because This goes along this line and that goes along this line. So it'd be squared up right into the portal, and then we'd have like no room around the portal. I didn't like that too much. I was trying to think like how we could make this work, and I just figured, you know, a straight across line like that, probably not the best looking, but it seems to work. Another option is we could extend this out a little bit further and then kind of like go the same kind of thing where we have this corner here. This corner, by the way, I didn't mention this. This corner is to match the 3x3 pillar over there, right? So we have one on this side, one on that side. We can't really have one in the corner because we have the walls. But yeah, I just kind of felt like having this here to match made a little bit of sense. But yeah, we'll see how this turns out. I think this is probably going to be the best way, just having this straight diagonal. We can always change that later if you guys don't like it, or I decide I don't like it, or whatever. Yeah, we can extend this out a little bit, and then we can just make it like a 90 degree and then back again. We'll see. Anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and continue building here. We'll bring this up to the ceiling, and I'll let you guys take a look at what it looks like. All right, so a little bit of building has taken place. Oh, looks like I actually made a mistake in here, but that's fine. We'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, so we have the walls up, and they are 5 blocks thick, like we were talking about. I think it definitely makes this place feel pretty good. Yeah, it feels like the walls are nice and solid and sturdy and all that stuff, which I like. And then we come over here. I actually started, well, I didn't just start, I built this room as well. Well, it turns out we have enough blackstone for this room as well. In fact, we might even have enough blackstone for all 4 rooms. We didn't do the other 2. It's just going to take a bunch of time. It's just some block placing. But yeah, you can see how I doubled up the lights here. Originally, when I was designing this, I had just placed singular lights, and then I forgot that we can place the stairs at the top to let light through. So yeah, these are a little offset, since this wall is actually an even amount of blocks. It was 6 on the bottom and then 5 on top with the light there. So yeah, I decided to double up the lights here just to make it a little bit more symmetrical. That way the light isn't like closer to the top than it is to the floor or whatever. We put in the stairs up there, and then I started changing the interior lights to match the same. We don't have the stair at the top because that's not where these lights at the ceiling are. But yeah, I forgot to put in the bottom lights over in this room over here. I will do that. This is a simple fix. But yeah, I like the way the hallway looks with the 2 rooms. It doesn't feel too cramped. It feels like a grand hallway, like you're coming in from the entrance of the pyramid, right? You go from like this small room to like a larger room, and then you come through here, and it's kind of like almost a grand reveal. And then you can kind of look side to side and be like, yeah, there's the storage. And then over here, we have bees, but this isn't where the bees are going to be permanently anyway. At least that's not my plan at the moment. But yeah, I think everything about this is coming together pretty well. I like how we have plenty of walk room around the portal, so we don't actually have to walk. We're not forced to like walk up the stairs and go around or whatever. That would be annoying. That's the reason why we have this diagonal instead of like squared off. But yeah, I think once we get the other 2 rooms in here, the bottom floor of this pyramid is definitely going to be coming together pretty well. We can definitely look at adding some more things. I was almost looking at this, seeing how we have 2 blocks of space on either side of the door. Maybe we put a ceiling, so it's just like 2 blocks of space all the way around. I don't know. And then how would we merge that into this room? Not quite sure about that. It was just a thought, but I'm probably not going to end up doing it. I think we're going to leave the room just the same dimension as it is for now. We can look at putting some decorations and things like that in here, maybe some wall banners, or I'm not sure what else we'd put in here. We could definitely put a wall banner actually over these lights, and it would kind of like obscure them. So that's something that we could do. Yeah, just some things to think about. Anyway, I did want to bring one more thing out about the base. Yeah. Button. Is it button or buttons with an S? It has made an appearance here. Yeah, it was over at XB's base, wherever XB's base is from my viewing direction. Over here. It was sitting right there. I logged off, I logged back in, and now it is on top of the pyramid. Right. So we have a new friend. Oh, that's kind of funny. It's just kind of moving from base to base. I was over at Cub's base, and then now, or I guess it was over at XP's base, and now it's at my base. So I guess we're going to be moving this thing around. We'll let it sit here for a little bit. Probably give it a week or two, something like that, and then we'll find somebody else's base to move it to. We'll have to figure it out. Anyway, yeah, so let me know what you guys think about the interior here in the base. You guys got any suggestions or any of that stuff? Like I said, these two will be mirrored on this side, so we'll have 4 total rooms, and we'll have 4 of these hallways or whatever. It looks a little open right now, but yeah, we just need to do a little bit more building to get this done, and I think it's all gonna be looking rather good. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you did. Leave a like on the video, all that kind of stuff. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.